All right, man. So I made this really cool intro for this particular project here. It sucked. Big time. Then amazingly, it did. Oh, hi, Mackie. Say hello. It disappeared into the multiverse somewhere. I have no idea what happened there. Anyway, where this brings you guys is a tailgate that looks like a porcupine. Why, Joe, you say, do you have a tailgate that looks like a porcupine? Well, here's what happened. The tailgate on Big Red had this great big it was in it when I bought it, but it had this great big hickey that ran right up the middle of the tailgate, and it was rusted crazy. A coworker of mine had bought a truck that he was scrapping out, and he put the tailgate off of that truck on his truck, and he said, you know, the tailgate I have is better than the one that you have on your truck. It was going to go to the scrapyard with the rest of the truck. And I was like, well, what do you want for it? He said, it's going junk. It's rotted out anyway. The rest of the truck is. You just switch me tailgates. I'll be happy. So I ended up with a tailgate that has really almost no rust on it. Really no rust on it. But it had half a dozen little hickeys in it. It had been a work truck, and, you know, it happens. So I'm in the process right now of kind of straightening this tailgate out. I'm going to probably cut these off here real directly. And cut these off real directly and kind of hit this with some sand. Looks like I might actually have to maybe pull a little more out right there. I think I will before I do that. Anyway, sorry about that. And then hopefully tomorrow we'll get it shot in primer, and maybe by the end of the week have it red and back on the truck. So yeah, that is the current project at the moment. That and chicken on the smoker. But a friend of mine here a while back was talking to me, and he said that I've not done a very good job of explaining what I've done to the Nova. I don't know. I think I've taken you guys along. But if you want to hear some sort of update or clarification or what's been happening so far, let me know. I'll do one. Otherwise, I mean, if you guys get it, I'm not going to waste a whole lot of time on reruns. So let me get that little hoopty that I can't really see but can feel out of there, and get these things knocked off, and I'll come back to you. I firmly believe that Harbor Freight is like the do-it-yourselfer's best friend. But occasionally I get this tool that for whatever reason or another, I don't like it. This stud welder was one of them. The welder itself works great. I never had any complaints at all with it. But the slide hammer that comes with it comes with this little head that's got this little, I don't know what you call that, paw or whatever, that will latch onto the studs, and it'll hang on to them. But you cannot, or at least I was never able to really get it off without either pulling the stud off, knocking a hole in the panel I was working on, breaking the stud off. It's just a genuine pain in the butt. So for you that have this tool, and maybe I'm the only one that's had this problem, but for those of you that got this tool, what I ended up doing was taking an old pair of vice grips, weld them to the end of the gun, then you can just clamp them on there, do what you need to do, unlatch it, move on to the next one, come back if you need to, pull it off, look at your panel, decide what it needs. If you're happy, yay. If you're not, go back and do it and not have to wrestle that stupid thing. So, I don't know. Tip, no tip. You know, I'm an idiot. You guys have figured out a better plan. Whatever the situation is, there was what I kind of did to it. Man, I wish you could smell that chicken. Oh, it's going to be good. You know, I was talking to Dawn the other day. I was watching Buck's live feed, and she was asking, do you ever wish you could meet some of these people? And I was like, heck yeah. You know, there's several of these people that, you know, I comment with, I chat with, whatever the case may be, that I would just really think it'd be cool to meet in person. But, you know, I mean, life is what it is. But, yeah, there's a ramble. Anyway, I'm going to go about my business here, and I'll bring you back in a little bit. All right, more or less, I think we've got it looking pretty straight. There's a couple spots in here that I think I need to pull a little more just to kind of get it where it needs to be. All right, I think we got it pretty darn close. Mostly sanded down. There's a dent right there that I didn't see at first, and I need to do a little more up in here. But other than that, I think we're pretty much in the good enough for who it's for category. So, yeah, I'm gonna take a break, probably get supper with Mama, sit down for the evening, and maybe post this. Hope y'all's doing good, and I will see you later. Catch y'all later, man. Bye.